When you think about hiking in South America, the trails that come to mind are likely the ones you've seen in magazines or on Instagram. They are well known and well trekked. Today, we bring to you a different type of hike. A hike that the locals do. A hike that will blow your mind with its beauty and make you question what else is out there. Welcome to a story about a hike you won't find in a magazine. Laguna Churup.
We are your slow travel hosts, Colin and Meredith. Goofy and educational, we take our time seeing the world, sharing stories about getting ingrained in unique cultures, and uncovering some amazing places that you may not have heard of. Now that we are fully ingrained in the hiking capital of Peru, we are setting out today for another unique and unforgettable hike. This is one of the most pristine and untouched lakes that we were able to reach, and it's only 45 minutes by bus from the city center of Huaraz. If you have interest in slow travel stories, be sure to subscribe for future adventures. The day begins with a colectivo, a local bus that leaves when it's full, which could be anywhere between 7 and 9, depending on your luck. The road was windy but smooth, taking us up to 12,600 feet. Once the colectivo drove off, we were on our own to head up the trail. Once we got off the colectivo, you just hit a staircase. So it's pretty much walking upstairs.
Yeah.
For the first hour we've been going so far. Beautiful, stunning landscapes. Way colder than it is in Juarez. Probably 10, 15 degrees colder.
Definitely.
So bring layers, even though it's sunny and warm and beautiful. And we were told that the bus picks us back up at 2, 3, or 4. So as long as we're back by 4, which means we have 6 hours out here, we have plenty of time to relax. And here's the control point. Very fun. Control point is easy. You show up. If you have your ticket, you present it. If not, you buy it. Today, it's 30 soles each. Not bad. Guy was super nice. Write down the stuff. Move on along.
The whole time we're filling up the form with the passport information and everything, he's just staring at my bedrocks and Collins, and I'm just like, oh my god, please hold us through, please hold us through. Except for now, I've prepared a Spanish sentence, or sentence in Spanish, to say like, nope, these are good trekking shoes, I promise. I didn't have that when we were in Chile. But oh, my heart was thumping. I was like, please let us do this hike. I promise these shoes are good. And he didn't say anything. So
I think he liked them.
I think so too. Alrighty, back to it.
It's chain time, baby.
Oh gosh. Camera's going away for this uphill. Shoes were designed to do this hike. Bed rocks.
Keep that rockin' in the free world. After the giant staircase up the mountain, you are faced with your first chain. The first of many.
The chains are what makes this a fun hike. We like to call these interactive hikes, anytime you're using all 4 limbs. Look, another chain already.
Gotta say, a big part of this hike, it's quiet. You hear the waterfall, and it's a pretty good distance. Alright, it's closer than I thought, but it's a pretty good distance away. That's all we hear. And the huffing and puffing. We finally hit a flat section of the trail. It doesn't last very long, but it's pretty good. Pretty smooth. Look, we're breathing normally now. It's all good stuff. We just gotta make it now.
We're getting pretty close now. But if I know anything about hiking mountains in the Andes, as soon as you think you're getting close, you just get to a viewpoint where you see what else you're supposed to do. So I'm not gonna be too hopeful, just a little hopeful.
I'm hopeful. Well, I should not have been so optimistic. It's a beautiful viewpoint. And like Mare said, now we see where we need to go next. Way up there.
Where that green shirt lady is the top, I think. I hope, I'll pray.
I'm less optimistic this time.
Really? I have all my eggs in the basket that this is the lake.
Well, here's why.
Why?
Does she look happy to be up there?
Okay, that's true.
Nope.
It's not the lake? You're kidding. Oh, man. Oh, man. Technically speaking, it is a lake. I just don't think it's the one. Now, this is the lake we were hiking to. Oh my goodness. This is so much bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, this is a real lake.
This is huge. And it's so blue. Wow. Oh, Colin, this is awesome. Peru, you have outdone yourself. This is unbelievable. Snow-covered mountain, and the lake has patches of extra blue areas. You can overlook the whole valley. This is so cool. This is so good.
One of our favorite things about hiking is the snack breaks. Not because we have very particularly good snacks. We have soda crackers and an orange. But because of the views you get when you eat the snacks. They are phenomenal. Thank you, Peru.
Tastes better with a good view.
It does. Everything tastes better with a good view. As we're eating our meager rations, we have a good view of everybody here. And it's not that crowded. Surprisingly not that crowded, actually.
It's actually the amount of people you want. Because I like when we go somewhere and there's just a couple other people there, so you feel like if something happened, there are people nearby. And you can chit-chat, enjoy the view with others. I enjoy that. But no more than that. Like,
coming up, we passed 4 people. Now that we're at the top, we passed 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we've seen 4 more that aren't in that 8.
that's it.
So, it's just pretty nice. Laguna Churup, I'd highly recommend.
Yep. I'm happy we came here. Good pre-birthday hike.
Meredith and I are in an argument about what's cooler about the lake. I think the reflection is the most beautiful part. She thinks the different shades of blue are the most beautiful part.
Specifically on that rock where you've got like the orange.
Specifically this rock. What do you think? Or does it not matter? It's all beautiful. I guess that's the correct answer. Typical Colin and Meredith fashion, we get to the viewpoint, we get to the climax of the hike, and well, we see another little trail over there, so we're gonna go investigate. Allegedly, it is a little bit less than a mile, a couple hundred feet of gain to a teeny tiny little baby lake. If it's anything like this really big, beautiful lake, we'll be super happy. And even if it's not, we'll still be happy. We have 3 hours to make it back.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Not at all. Let's do it.
Welcome to my swamp. Get out of my swamp.
I want to go to City Barbecue and have a barbecue sandwich. Can we go home? Once you make your way down to the water, there's another trail that extends a little bit further out. Of course, we had to find out what was on the other side.
At 14,800 feet, this is the highest alpine lake that we have seen. at this point in our travels.
Now seems like a good time to mention. Can you believe this isn't one of the most top desired hikes in all of Peru? How is this a hike nobody's heard of? I mean, look at the diversity on this trail. We're going through forests, we're going up to bright blue lakes, we're hiking with chains. It's incredible.
We got about halfway. We got a boot. She got a boot. I got a bout. Halfway here. Unfortunately, it's a much more technical route than we anticipated. So it's been half an hour and we've only gone about a third of a mile.
Yeah, so we're going to turn around just so we make it on the Colectivo back to town. But if we'd gotten here early in the morning, we could have done this.
Just caught the tail end of that, but Avalanche.
We have now heard an avalanche in Switzerland, Norway, Argentina, and Peru.
4 countries, 4 avalanches.
I've never heard an avalanche until we started traveling. Or experienced an earthquake. That was a really loud avalanche. That was the loudest one we've ever heard.
Lucky for us, I think we're on the far side of where it happened. I think it happened over the crest.
Imagine if it had happened right at the lake where we were just going to be.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Crazy. Okay. I'm happy to announce it's not actually that cold. In the shallow parts, at least, it's cool, but not cold. Looks like it gets so deep. I bet the deep parts are frozen. The trail is a lollipop shape, which means there's a loop at the end near the lagoon. Alright. We call this the interactive part of the hike. You get one shot and one shot only. Luckily, it doesn't have to be a big shot. Not that way?
Not that way. Sheer drop off.
This way. Here, coming down the backside of the loop, we found more chains and an even more treacherous descent than we expected. We love Peru. Laguna Churup hike keeps getting more and more interactive. Right now, we are spreading our way down this ravine. There's the trail and the bridge down there. I'm having a blast. How about you?
So much fun. Thank goodness it's got bedrocks on.
That was a ton of fun to climb down.
That was awesome.
I hope we get more interactive stuff like that, but I think we made it to the end of the exciting part.
Except for the bridge.
Oh, except for the bridge. Dun 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 dun. Going to the bridge. We're going to the bridge. We're gonna make it to. I can't help but think of the Fleetwood Mac song, Chain. You don't love me now, never love me again. I can still hear you saying you won't never break the chain, never break the chain.
Oh my gosh, I'm not very cool.
This is my favorite part.
This is a straight up drop. Oh my gosh. There's a chain on this side.
Whoa.
So I don't know if it's worth it to go over here to be able to have that. Or try to climb down this. Whew.
This is a drop.
This is scary.
Class 4, Andes people.
I feel like the chains make it hurt. Because I'm fixing it. Which is probably a good thing.
Having done both Angel's Landing in Utah and Lake Churup, I can honestly say this is way harder than anything I experienced in Angel's Landing. And that hike gets so much credit for being one of the scariest hikes in America, and yet this one's never talked about.
Stand alive, stand alive. A great hike. And we're done. It's been an incredible day with a beautiful alpine lake and an unforgettable hike. Peru has done it again. There are so many hidden gems throughout the mountains of the world. Perhaps it's best that nobody has heard of Churup after all. The remoteness and the lack of crowds is part of what makes this place so special.